10,270 pounds as originally built. It will weigh slightly more than that now since the second air conditioner was added to the bedroom. Cougar 327 RES triple slide here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Appears to be very well kept. I have a sneaking suspicion that when it was not being used, it was stored either inside or under a cover, just based on its general care and cleanliness. Folks added the second air. They added the Max Air vent covers to it. Appears to be a real sharp triple slide fifth wheel for someone looking to not pay the new RV price tag on a big rig. Pretty much anytime you have opposing slides in either a peninsula on an island or something like that, it's going to cut the camper off. However, this was really intelligently designed because for the most part, you can still get to the bulk of the kitchen cabinetry, including the refrigerator right here, and you can see the majority of the pantry. So the RV, while not fully travel accessible, we'll say is 2/3 travel accessible, but it's the 2/3 of the camper that you need for travel access, not the 2/3 or not the 1/3 of the camper that, you know, you really don't. Now when we get it opened up here, one of the things that you'll notice is you have a couple extra cushions sitting right here. That's because this RV has to have a telescoping L-shaped sectional style napping couch to let the slides close. Then we open up and extend that thing and suddenly, voila, we have this residential-ish, sectional-ish, L-shaped sofa that I like to call the napping couch. Now, this is rear entertainment. TV faces forward. It doesn't generally directly face any of the seating area in its neutral position. However, Cougar was smart when they built this. The TV can actually come forward and then pivot left and right. So if you want to make it face a little more toward the kitchen and the sofa, you can. You want to make it face a little more toward the recliners and the table, you can. And notice that they're pivoting recliners for easier angle viewing. They're not a fixed theater seat that only forces inward viewing and like a 90-degree neck crank. So that is one thing they did well here. Now, sofa kind of handled. One of the things that I'm kind of experiencing as I get older, I'm slowly losing my sense of smell, and this has been going on for about 8 years now, of which I'm aware. There's something in the air, and I'm not able to fully discern what it is with my limited ability to, you know, my olfactory sense, if we're being scientific, failing me here. I don't know if it's just musty. I don't know if it's cigarettes. It doesn't appear to be pets. There's no pet hair or anything like that anywhere. There's something in the air, and maybe it's just musty and needs to be aired out. I'm not sure, but I just kind of want to mention that so that if you come to see it, you sort of have that on your mind to look at. Now, this is kind of cool where the kitchen and the sofa are all in one super slide. We have opposing super slides here, but in the kitchen, the peninsula doesn't move. It's a fixed peninsula, and the kitchen actually telescopes over top of it. Normally I'd come back to the kitchen later, but we're at a little bit better viewing angle for it. We have solid surface counters here. If we lift up these the split sink, you see we have a nice stainless sink under that, which is you know, higher end rugged thing. And these folks had good taste. They swapped this out for a big Montana luxury fifth wheel here at Haylett RV. You'll see as we go, they also added air conditioner to the bedroom, so this is a 2-air unit. All the original owner's manuals not only present, but they also organize them, and that's a big indicator to me that this is an RV that has generally been well maintained, and I believe that to be the case, and I think that you'll see that as we go through. You know, full storage through the slide above the sofa right here, yet we still have windows all over the place. Some campers have windows over here on the driver's side. Some campers have windows on the rear. Some RVs have windows on the door side. This has windows on all of the sides so that you get crazy light and air in here. Now, your entertainment center, what's kind of cool is you've got a decent amount of storage. On both sides of that electric fireplace, you've got some cabinet space, as well as above the TV and those monster breeze windows there. So as I mentioned earlier, the recliners here, they can turn as opposed to a fixed theater seat. Because this is not a direct viewing entertainment, if you turn the TV toward it and turn the chairs toward the TV, it's pretty darn close, and it generally seems to satisfy what most folks are looking for. The other thing that this one gives us, like I said, is easier travel access to your kitchen area versus a more traditional rear sofa arrangement. Now check out that monster set of windows right there by the dining table. You want lights, you want sights, you want airflow, ladies and gentlemen, you got them. Now all the windows in this have dual section day and night shades as well, so you maintain max light and privacy. interesting little thing on this floor plan is that extra pantry or coat closet to the right side of the screen by the entry door right there. So if you look, it actually kind of has 3 really tall vertical pantries. One by the door, one on each side of that gas electric travel-in fridge right there with extra storage above. Now the previous owners probably did some really hot weather camping because they added the second air conditioner, and when I first walked in, there were those insulated vent pillows that go up in there with the Reflectix foil on the back to keep the heat out. Those are a very low dollar solution to help improve your heating and cooling, by the way. Moving upstairs here. Easy triple step to the upstairs area. One thing I was like, wow, this is actually kind of cool. Very space age for the time this was built. It reminds me a lot of the control panel on the Rockwood Signatures now. It's like a touch-sensitive control panel. Very clearly listed, you know, not really any different from a physical switch panel, just kind of flashier and fancier, but also a multi-function remote control here. So if you want to control like your awning or your slides remotely, you can do that right here, which is pretty slick. Bathroom is dual entry. You can get to it from the bedroom or the hallway where I'm at currently, and it has no shortage of floor space in front of that porcelain foot flush stool, or when you get out of the shower, you've got lots of room to get dressed. And the shower plumbing is recessed into the floor, so it's not really any like the shower is not taller than the main floor deck is what I'm getting at. So even with my hat on here, plenty of headroom. Really big vanity and sink in this area, and there's one of those Reflectix foil vent insulating pillow things that they also had in here. They had one, no, they didn't have one in the bedroom because the air conditioner occupied that vent. So speaking of which, second air conditioner installed. So this thing is going to be like an ice box in this bedroom if you are so inclined. On both sides of the 60 by 80 queen bed, we do have those cross breeze windows. This was made with a queen, and if you are willing to get rid of that little side stand over there, I believe you could probably shove a king into this. I think it's a king capable floor plan, which is kind of cool. We've got our full 8-foot wide front closet up here. Previous owners also, they added a second TV here that was not present from the factory. And anytime I see someone do something like add electronics and then leave them in the RV when they take it home, it's always a good sign to me of something that's been well maintained. Then just a quick look at the remainder of the storage here in the bedroom. All the good dresser and shelf space. If you are looking to do like some snowbird camping, which I'm suspecting that's exactly what these folks did, this is a model that would very easily take care of you. So seals, decals, everything out here generally looks pretty darn good. This is one of the first generations that had those compression latches on these pass-through doors for a little easier operation. Now that L-shaped sofa inside, I actually did just a quick setup on that. Technically, there's not a seating deck under that extension seat. That's what that is right there. I wanted to give you the visual idea, and you know, eventually we need to close the slide back up so we know what we're doing with it and where we're going to park it. You don't want to move an RV with the slides open, by the way. You'll knock them out of alignment. So overall, this looks nice and clean down here. That little skirt sort of thing there, I have a sneaking suspicion that what they did with that is they made themselves some kind of little like gooseneck enclosure, which a lot of people who will tow and use fifth wheels seasonally, they'll use that to like kind of have their own little campsite garage in a way. The nose cap, I'm not seeing signs of fading. The decals look good. I don't see peeling and fading there. I mean, overall, the general exterior condition of it, kind of like the interior, looks pretty sharp. They definitely sunk a couple grand worth of money into those slide awnings though, but that is also reducing the care and upkeep required on those slides while simultaneously keeping them shaded in the sun and helping your heating and cooling efficiency a bit. Now, the big Cougar fifth wheels for many years now have been 0 degree rated. Underbelly is enclosed with a big old furnace. It's, what is it, 35,000 BTU on a big Cougar, I believe, and insulated to be able to successfully, you know, not freeze up your water lines in a 0 degree camp scenario. And as long as we're passing through next to the slide here, just take a look. It is nice and clean and well kept. The only thing I've seen that made me kind of go, a little bit, if I back up here, is if you look at the bottom of that rear wall by the spare tire, you can obviously see a crease or something right there, but I don't see any problems on it. Now this RV has a non-laminated rear wall. It's a hung piece of fiberglass, and part of the engineering of these Cougars was to utilize that as a flex wall. When you're going down the road, this thing is under tremendous amounts of stress, and the way that classic Cougars and Montanas were engineered was to allow the sidewalls to kind of be able to shimmy shake a little bit without blowing apart, and that all that towing stress could be expressed on the rear wall back there. I'm going to guess it's just a result of a little bit of towing stress because there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with it really. And one more thing while we're back here, the rear bumper actually does telescope and extend out, so if you do want to throw some cargo or bikes on the back, you can do that too. The roof looks very well kept. I can see some signatures from towing where, you know, like just the general dust in the air when you're going down the road, it's like sandpaper on your camper, you know. People wonder sometimes why some of them kind of look a little scuffed up on the outside. It's because you basically sandblasted the thing for years. So that's kind of what these little lines are here that we're looking at. But the roof membrane itself actually looks good. The seals look good. The seals actually look like they're the factory original seals, which indicates to me that this has gone through regular cleaning and upkeep and probably stored out of the sun. What I have noticed is there's a couple little, where did I see them? Where did I see them? Oh, like right here. A couple little spots where it's just starting to hairline. So at worst, what this camper needs is just a quick little touch bead. Other than that though, everything up here looks all right. The slide awnings look all right. Obviously you got your second air conditioner up front here in the bedroom. The front rear termination strips look good. I don't see anything on this RV that is terribly concerning to me. But you know what, opinions can vary. My goal with these videos is just to give you an idea. Hi guys, they keep me up here just to stay on top of things, get it? It's not funny, don't humor me. My wife will tell you, don't laugh at my jokes. Anyway. Don't take life too seriously, guys. You're never going to get out alive. You got to have a little bit of fun. But anyway, my point is, I put these videos together to give you an idea. I want you to still form your own opinion. If I see something concerning like that, you know, I mentioned the little thing on the rear wall there. I want you to come see it in person and put your hands on it and form your own opinion. But I am not going to hide things from you. Now, short of that, if you look at it, you say, yeah, I agree. I think it's all right. Well, we do hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.